All right. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get a little bit of an update here. Of course, we are sorry about the technical delays, but that'll happen every once in a while.
I can get used to this fabulous accent that you have, Pimp.
Yeah.
I have to speak like this because I am Maniac. Ho ho, hello.
I actually wish Maniac had more of like the Shoxy.
Now let me tell you what the Vito is going to look like.
It's so good. We should hire Shoxy for the desk one of these days.
Maniac is freaking right now in the green room.
But obviously, yeah, there's some tech issues, and once we get those sorted out, that we should be good with Faze and Navi, which is, I think that's going to be an exciting game. I actually think all the games today are going to be really fun.
You think so?
Yeah, I reckon they will.
Oh, yeah, Anders. Oh, yeah. Dude, I was trying to do the vetoes this morning on these games, the vetoes and the predictions. These are going to be so hard to predict.
Yeah.
We sat there for forever, and I didn't make up my mind until 2 seconds, until I had to leave, and then I finally pulled the trigger and went Faze. But it was a long-fought battle. That's how close these matches can be. Because I think it's critical now. What's up, Pimp? Pimp is just such a hustler. Like, he never stops. That guy's always on the phone. He's always got an angle going. Mad props to Pimp. Hard work pays off. Get after it.
Yeah, someone should do some lip reading, though. That would be, or maybe tweet at us what exactly is Pimp talking about on the phone. Like, that would be worthwhile content. I reckon this ultimately will be a really cool matchup, and I think Navi probably the favorites, but at the same time, you never know with Faze, right? I think they certainly looked really impressive yesterday. So
yeah,
I could see it. I could see it as a bet. Throw it in there that Faze could do some real damage here.
Listen, there is the element of surprise involved here. And one thing that's going to be really big is that Navi have no information to go off of when it comes to this new Faze roster. This is the first time that we're going to see twists on the roster. They're going to change things up on Inferno. Faze went for the punish pick. This is a fantastic pick. I totally agree with it. Going for Inferno here, forcing Navi into the Vita, into like do they have the stand-in or not? What's the roster that Navi going to go with? And then also, there's no fresh info on Faze for Inferno. They don't know where Twist is going to play. They don't know what the setups are going to be like. So Faze have set themselves up for success here in this Veto, at least in the first two maps, because it was obvious Navi were going to go for Nuke. That was just going to be the pick. They pick it every time if it's available, and so you knew that it was going to be Nuke from Navi. So if you're Faze and you're going into that, you're thinking, all right, what's the other map that we're guaranteed we can pick first round and that gives us the best chance? Let's go ahead and get into Inferno and see if we can destabilize Navi early.
Yeah, I mean, I think MIB proved yesterday you can sometimes. I mean, they didn't prove it on Inferno, but they showed that there was a possibility, right? They could have done some more damage. So yeah, for Faze, I don't think it's a bad lineup of maps at all, really.
That's the point, right? Because like MIBR on train, no info, Navi struggled. They went for the pick, they got punished. Yeah. Here, there's no info for Navi to go off of, so they need to trust their game 100%. And well, Faze, they've got some hitters on this team, and they've got some veteran experience, and they're fired up. They've got nothing to lose, Anders. I keep feeling like we're not putting enough emphasis on that. When a team has got nothing to lose, their back is to the wall. That's when they're going to fight all the harder, because they can just go out swinging. Yeah, it does take a lot of the pressure off. That is absolutely for sure, right? And Navi, just moving up into the second spot in the world, right? So yeah, pressure is definitely going to be on, and they showed a little bit of weakness yesterday, and Simple had to bail them out with one of his godlike performances. Which, I mean, it's fun to see that, but it's really the kind of Navi at least I don't want to see. I love seeing Simple play that way, but I think ultimately, like, as a team, if you want the stability, you need everyone to deliver across the board and not just Simple, pulling you out with like 30 kills or something. So, hopefully that's the kind of Navi we'll see today in a bit. And we've got which one, the Simple one or the Team Navi?
The Team Navi.
The Team Navi. Okay, I don't think it's going to be the Team Navi. I think Simple's going to have to pull them out. Kicking and screaming, Navi, they're gonna be like, no, leave me behind, please. And Simple's like, I'm not letting go.
We're gonna win this. No matter how much you try and throw it, we're gonna turn this around. I mean, it'll be interesting, I think, once we actually get into the server, and I think Bit is going to be playing on this first map as well. So, there is that to be thinking about too.
Fantastic. We finally see a team that plays with these standards, because Vitality got forced into it, right, with Apex being benched, and so there was no question whether or not they were going to go for the substitute model. Given Valve's ruling recently when it comes to majors and the price, the penalty, the point penalty that you're going to suffer if you start subbing players in and out. It was a big question whether or not teams are going to stick to the 6-man rosters or just going to focus on a 5-man roster. Yeah. So here, that is the big thing that was going into it, right? Faze forcing Navi to play with Bit if they were going to play with him, or if they're going to play as the 5, maybe they're a little weaker because they haven't been practicing as the 5 on this map. So we have our answer. It looks like Navi are playing with Bit.
Yeah, he's certainly in the server. So you know, we've got that to look forward to. Should be fun. I think again. I mean, it's so early on so that I feel like I can't really assess him quite properly yet. I don't have like a really good read myself. But yeah, I still think probably Navi still. You have to rate them as the favorite going into this one. So once we get into it, I think it'll be fun to see exactly what kind of Navi show up and whether or not it'll be something that FaZe can deal with. Olofmeister had a great performance yesterday, right? He played some swag Counter-Strike himself.
Sure.
That was fun.
Yeah, he did. He really did. He stepped up, and then he gave a great interview afterwards where he made it unclear as to what his plans were.
Yeah.
It seems now pretty clear that he's not going to be playing on this FaZe roster, given the fact that Coldzera in previous in interviews leading up to this has said that their in-game leader is coming. So that obviously implies that somebody else is going to be benched on the FaZe lineup, and it seems like Olofmeister, he's made it clear himself that was going to be the case, that he was going to be taking a step back. Now, whether or not that's a retirement or not, Olof has made it unclear as to whether or not that's a retirement. He says he's still open and that he's still figuring things out. So, I mean, given his performance yesterday against Navi, where he was just banging heads, having a good time over on B-Side Dust 2 and all that sort of stuff, makes you think that Olof could still be a threat if he has the motivation. But hasn't that always been the issue with Olof? It's like this period he's gone through where he's kind of seesawing. He's there and then he's not, and you're not really sure where he stands. Yeah,
I tend to agree. I mean, it's... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it would be fun to have like an in-depth, like sit down with him at one point and try and just get some answers just on that front. But yeah, for now, I guess we're left guessing. But when he plays good Counter-Strike, it is obviously really, really impressive. So
he's awesome.
Yeah, we gotta love it. Now, I think we are going to go to a bit of a longer break, and then we'll get the actual match underway. So just got to sort out the last couple of issues, and we appreciate you guys obviously having a little bit of patience, and then we should be good. It's been real cool pretty much all throughout, right? But it's the last couple of days, today and tomorrow, so you knew something had to happen. That's just how it works. So yeah, a little bit more patience, guys, and a little bit of a break, and then we'll be back with the actual game. So stay tuned.
Need a reason.
I only look at the dot, so I don't even play or whatever. I'm just, there is a dot. Ooh, dot. No. Nico or Hunter? I will go for Nico.
I'm gonna say Hunter for now because I just started playing with Nico and he's for sure one of the best players to ever touch the game, but I've been with Hunter for almost 3 years now.
Definitely Nico, but I would say Hunter is getting really close there. I prefer Nico because he's one of the best players in the world. He's overall really good balance. He can do everything what you need for a team.
Nico because he's Hunter's cousin.
Nico, because he's the older cousin. I'm not actually sure, but yeah, I'll choose Nico.
I would say Hunter. I like them both, no real reason. It's just nice to see the younger one of the two in terms of career-wise come up.
I'm gonna go with Nico just because I think he's been just so godlike for his whole entire career, and even right now I think that he's still really good as soon as he gets really comfortable with G2 now. So I think that just Nico's, I'm gonna choose one or the other. Nico's just been a god for his whole career.
Nico.
You don't need a reason.
No dots. Sometimes I feel like it gets in the way and you can't really see your opponent, especially if you're holding a small angle.
It depends a lot. I change a lot of crosshairs, but dot.
No dot. Dot people are crazy.
My team seems to have a lot of dots, but no dot for me. Thank you.
I prefer no crosshair dot.
No dot. Crosshair dots are completely disgusting, and you shouldn't be using them.
I use crosshair style 1, which is probably I'm the only player in Pro CS that uses this. And there's a little dot in the middle, so I'm gonna go for dot.
No dot, because you know where the middle of the crosshair is.
No dot. No dot because every time I play with the dot, I don't know what is going into my head, into my brain, but I only look at the dot, so I don't even play or whatever. I'm just, there is a dot. Ooh, dot. No, dot. Go away.
CT. I think it's more fun to dictate how the T's can play against you than the other way around.
T, because I'm in game leader and I think it's very interesting